With its vibrant culture, crystal blue waters, and unique ecosystem that gives way to an infinite world of marine life, it's no wonder millions of tourists visit the Bahamas every year. The warm current of the Gulf Stream, combined with the low altitude and low elevation in the area, create this region's soothing tropical weather. It also contributes to the Bahamas' diverse marine life. In this episode, join me, my daughter Shay, and my niece Keelan as we explore the Bahamas' wild side. I'm Colleen Kelly, and this is Family Travel. Welcome to the Bahamas. We'll help release endangered sea turtles into the wild, learn how to repopulate coral, meet some rescued dolphins, dance in a traditional Bahmian parade, snorkel with a giant manta ray, and meet our new best friend. Grab your sun hat and put on some sunscreen. We're headed to the Bahamas. My name is Colleen Kelly, and when I was single, I lived abroad and traveled the world. Then I became a parent and wondered, how would I ever travel again? So I set out to find a new way to travel and get back to exploring the world family style. I'm here to guide you on how to get the most out of your family vacation. Pack your bags and join me, Colleen Kelly. We're going on vacation. Funding provided by
Ted Tetzloff, attorneys for your personal and business needs.
The Bahamas, known officially as the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, are made up of a group of islands located in the Atlantic Ocean, a little over 300 miles southeast of Florida's coast. While Bahamians may speak to each other in a dialect, English is the official language of this once British colony. This allows tourists to effectively communicate with locals, both in town and at the resort of your choosing. While we flew into Nassau, the Bahamas capital located on the island of New Providence, our journey took place on an island that lives up to its name, Paradise Island. Paradise Island is one of the 30 inhabited islands and 700 total islands that make up the Bahamas. We chose to stay at the island's iconic resort, Atlantis Paradise Island. But this is not your typical resort. Thanks to Atlantis' Blue Project Foundation, a not-for-profit organization dedicated to preserving the environment and protecting marine life, guests have the opportunity to work with and learn about the Foundation's rescued marine life, all while giving back. A portion of the profits for every marine life interaction goes back to the Blue Project Foundation, helping marine life and the environment. We couldn't wait to get started doing our part and decided to begin with the Juvenile Turtle Recovery and Release Program. Atlantis is the only full-service resort in the world with a facility dedicated to the conservation, education, and rehabilitation of marine life. And today, we're gonna set some sea turtles into the wild. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's make it happen. Elgin, one of the Blue Project Foundation's knowledgeable team members, began our experience with a tour of one of the rehabilitation centers.
That's good. Just trying to try to keep as much germs out of the room as possible. All right. So this is our fish hospital. In here, we take care of a lot of the animals, you know. Why do you think we'd bring an animal to the fish hospital?
So that you could put it back?
Well, yeah, so we can bring them back to health. In here, we actually have a stingray, one of our stingrays that we brought in recently.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so when they come in first from the ocean, this would be where they would stop. And then over here, we got our lobsters.
And what is this called exactly?
This is a spiny lobster, and unlike northern Maine lobsters, they don't have claws. They have those antennae with the barbs on them that's kind of spiny to protect themselves.
Oh, it's interesting. Why do they walk in a circle?
Well, that's a cool thing that they do actually in the wild. When they get out to forage at night, they go out in large groups, and sometimes they actually make a line, almost like a conga line, you know? They're following one behind the other. So it's safer to stay together, stay with the group, so they will actually tail one behind the other.
What other animals do you have here?
Oh, well, we've got sea stars, we've got jellyfish, and of course, I know you guys are waiting to see the turtles. They're here as well.
Oh, wow, so let's go see them if that's okay.
Come on, let's go check them out.
After taking a look at the jellyfish and petting the sea stars, we were ready to meet the turtles.
So these are the sea turtles.
Yeah, they are.
Oh my goodness, they're so cute. Tell us a little bit about the sea turtles.
Well, these ones we have here are green sea turtles, and they were raised here at Atlantis. We have a captive breeding program for green sea turtles. All sea turtles are in danger, and the green sea turtle is no exception. And so we're doing our part to actually keep the species, healthy out there in the wild.
That's awesome.
So since about 2006, around about 2006, our females started going up on a man-made beach and actually laying eggs. The eggs takes about 60 days to actually incubate and hatch. And then most of the little ones are released in about 48 hours. These ones have been with us for about 3 years, and now it's time for us to release them. And that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna help us release them.
Oh my goodness, we get to release them back into the wild?
Back into the wild.
That is pretty darn cool.
Yep,
Okay.
and you're helping the wild population of green sea turtles.
Because they're endangered.
They are.
Awesome.
Before we release them though, we got some work to do. So we gotta weigh it, and we
Okay.
gotta measure it, and we're gonna record that before we leave the garden.
Can we do that with you right now?
Yeah, you're gonna do that with me right now.
Okay, that'd be awesome. He looks pretty heavy.
We're gonna see just how heavy it is now. So we're gonna get, this is our weighing stretcher.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put it right here for you.
Moms don't like to be weighed, just so you know.
So I'm gonna get the first one. Right here. So you guys wanna help?
Yeah.
Come on,
All right, go help.
down here. Bring this over. And we'll get all together. All right, so you ready? We'll lift it right up. There you go.
Is he heavy?
Oh, there you go.
Aww.
How much does it weigh?
18 pounds.
18 pounds. Now the stretcher itself is 4 pounds. So 18 minus 4? 14 pounds. It's 14
Wow,
pounds.
that's pretty big. That's like a giant turkey thing. Oh my gosh. Do we have to let him go?
Once the turtles were weighed and measured, we still had one more thing to do. We headed off to Rose Island to release the sea turtles into the wild. Along the way, Elgin continued to educate us on the importance of sea turtle rescue and rehabilitation.
So guys, tell me, what do you think is the greatest threat to sea turtles? They're a threat, but they're a natural threat. And something that's not natural. Humans.
Oh.
You're right. Humans are one of the greatest threats. And why are they a threat to our sea turtles?
Oh, yeah, plastic.
True. We put a lot of stuff in the water, especially plastics. And a turtle will see a plastic bag and he's thinking, ooh, jellyfish. And he's gonna eat it. So if he's, stuck in his throat, he can't breathe and he could die. Or he may even swallow it, and then it leads to other stuff, infections and that.
On our way to releasing the sea turtles, we stumbled upon an unfortunate sight: a plastic bag floating in the water. Thankfully, our new friends were there to help. To prevent plastic bag pollution like this, bring your own reusable bags when shopping. And if you do use plastic bags, be sure to properly recycle them at your local grocery store.
Swallow on this, or choke on this.
It wasn't long before we reached Rose Island, and we were surrounded by sea turtles. And we can tell that ours were ready to join them.
This one's Maui.
Maui. That's a good name.
This is Hawk.
Oh, nice strong name.
Good.
Go. All right, here we go. We'll miss you, Maui. Aw.
In the blink of an eye, Maui was off and swimming.
Free. That was awesome.
Shortly after, it was time to release Hawk.
Now,
While it was hard to say goodbye to Maui and Hawk, we knew by how quickly they took off in the water that these turtles were finally home. Before heading back, we took some time to explore the other marine life surrounding us. The Juvenile Turtle Recovery and Release Program is available to all guests, encouraging them to take an active part in marine life conservation and education. The whole excursion, including snorkeling, lasts for about 4 hours and should be reserved in advance. It's not every day we get to release sea turtles into the wild, and we hope nothing but the best for Maui and Hawk. All that snorkeling worked up our appetites. Thankfully, there is no shortage of delicious food in the Bahamas. Fish by Jose Andreas is no exception. Chef Deja met with us to give us an inside look at the restaurant and what makes it unique.
Fish is a restaurant located at the Cove. It's one of our luxury dining outlets. We focus on serving local cuisine. So our fish comes in every day and it's fresh, and it comes from a local fisherman as well. We get the local hog snapper and the local grouper, as well as the lionfish. The lionfish is one of our most popular dishes when it's available. It is an invasive species, and we try to remove that invasive species from our coral reefs. And it's also delicious as well. So when we put it on our menu, we're actually eliminating that species from our waters and serving it to our guests. It makes this dramatic appearance whenever it comes out of the kitchen. It's lightly battered and fried, and then we serve it to our guests with a side of lemon and tartar sauce.
We couldn't wait to try the lionfish for ourselves.
Wow, that's amazing. Is this the lionfish?
Yes, it is.
That's beautiful.
Yes, hope you enjoy your meal.
Thank you so much. Wow. Look at that. All right, girls, do you know about the lionfish? They're what's called an invasive species, which means there's too many of them. So the fact that we're eating them right now, we're basically helping the environment. Helping the environment by eating fish.
While guests can find plenty of water slides and pools at Aquaventure, their marine life program is one of the biggest highlights for visitors. Whether you're walking through a tunnel surrounded by sharks or on a water slide with 360 degrees of marine life surrounding you, you'll find yourself completely immersed in this underwater world. It's clear to see why people love feeling like they're part of something bigger during their stay.
Well, we've come to Bahamas a few times, and there's lots to do here with the kids. There's the dolphins, there's the sharks, there's a lot of stuff to do for adults and kids.
I saw kids, sharks, and stingrays.
I think we're gonna do swimming with the dolphins, and then maybe just check out the city a little bit.
I'm excited to play with them.
The Bahamas are home to one of the largest coral reefs in the world. And with 75% of the coral reefs endangered, we're going to do our best to help out by planting coral. We met up with the expert Haley Jo Carr to teach us about coral reefs and the coral repopulating process.
I work with the Perry Institute for Marine Science, and we are a non-profit that are helping to reverse the decline of our coral reefs.
And why is that important?
Coral reefs are in danger all over the world, and they're disappearing really fast, and various threats. So it's really important now that we're taking action to try and reverse what's happening to them. So one thing that you can definitely do when you're traveling is use a reef-safe sunscreen.
We brought those.
Yes, fantastic. There's many of them on the markets now. So the Perry Institute for Marine Science has been working with the Blue Project Foundation for over a decade now. And we've been working with them to create many marine protected areas and to do a lot of work protecting the coral reefs and marine animals that are out there. So for a few years now, we've had a coral nursery here. It's actually just right behind us here in the lagoon.
Oh, a nursery.
Yes, it's a nursery where we grow baby corals, if you like. And then once they've grown big enough, which is every year, so once a year we go out with a group of local volunteers and we plant those corals back into the coral reef. So it helps regenerate the populations of corals that are out there. And
That's awesome.
Over the years, we've planted thousands of corals here with the Blue Project.
You're really giving back to the environment.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I love it. And we're going to do our part, I think, today, right?
Yep.
I don't know how to do this. You're gonna tell me.
So you guys are going to help me today. We are going to build another nursery, and this nursery is going to increase the nursery by an extra 90 fragments of coral.
Really?
Yeah. The coral that we're growing is called finger coral. It's parietes, and it grows really well here at the lagoon at Atlantis. So you are going to help me prepare the tree. We're going to put it all together, and then I'm actually going to dive it in today, populate and put the coral babies on there, and then we just let them grow for the next 12 months.
Way.
Yep.
Seriously?
Yep. And I can show
awesome.
you exactly how we do that right now.
Okay, we are ready. You ready? All right, let's make this happen. I feel so good about this.
Okay, so what we have here is this is one of the arms of the nurseries that we're going to build today with the fishing lines hanging off. We've got the little crimp here, and this is where we're going to actually attach the coral. We've got live corals in there, and what we're going to be doing is putting live pieces of coral into this noose underwater.
And it will just kind of
And
regenerate.
it just grows. So it's like pruning a tree in your garden.
That's
You know when you
incredible.
prune the tree, it grows quicker each pruning. Exactly the same as corals.
This is all new for me.
It's
so
like
this is
underwater
awesome.
gardening.
It
It is.
Gardening in the ocean, I
Yes.
guess, so yeah.
And then in 12 months, we'll come back, we trim off the piece that's grown, and like I said, outplant it onto the reef. So the piece that's put in here will remain on there for years, producing more and more coral. Yep,
That's
the same
incredible.
With Haley Joe's help, we built the coral tree one limb at a time. Before long, our tree was ready to plant.
All right, it looks like our hard work has paid off. And guys, this is gonna be 90 fragments of parietes, if I said that correctly.
piece. You
right?
did, yes.
All right, well, I'm ready to go plant the nursery.
Fantastic,
You ready?
let's go.
All right, let's do it. Let's make it happen.
While we got to do our part by helping build the tree, we left the planting to Haley Joe. Even though coral reefs make up only 1% of the ocean's habitat, they actually include over 25% of its species, showing that efforts like repopulating our coral reefs are critical in helping our planet. When the sun goes down on Paradise Island, the fun is just getting started, thanks to the Junkanoo Parade. Junkanoo is a celebration of Bahamian culture through elaborate costumes, invigorating music, and of course the universal unifier, dance.
Junkanoo is the heartbeat of the Bahamian people. Junkanoo is really an African expression. It's like a longing for home. Years ago, when our ancestors were brought here as slaves, they performed some of the rituals that they did in Africa and found ways of relating them in this society. In the beginning, there were many other Caribbean nations that had a form of Junkanoo, but we in the Bahamas are one of the few places where it's continued to be practiced and it's evolved into something even larger than the original intention.
We certainly couldn't miss this epic celebration.
We're at Marina Village. We're about to experience the Junkanoo Parade, and it's supposed to be unbelievable. So, are you ready? Yeah. All right, get ready. Are we all ready?
And Junkanoo allows us to feel free. You know, it's like you can release your spirit and let it soar.
When the parade starts and the music begins, it's impossible not to join in. And clearly, I couldn't help myself.
Junkanoo was so fun, so unexpected. What a fun parade. What do you guys think?
I think Junkanoo, it really showed their culture, and it was really fun and loud. The costumes.
You like the costumes, the instruments, the drums, especially the drums. He plays the drums, especially the drums.
There's nothing like a celebration to bring people together. Junkanoo is proof of that. While many vacationing in the Bahamas may prefer to sleep in, the day begins bright and early for the caretakers at Dolphin Key. From feedings and playtime to daily checkups, these dedicated specialists make the marine life at Dolphin Key their highest priority.
Dolphin Key is a world-class marine mammal habitat that is dedicated to education and conservation and also home to the Hurricane Katrina survivors. Back in 2005, Hurricane Katrina completely destroyed the Marine Life Oceanarium in Gulfport, Mississippi, orphaning essentially 17 bottlenose dolphins. 8 of those 17 were washed out during a search and had to be found and rescued, and then were reunited with the rest of their dolphin family. And the reunion happened here at the Atlantis.
We couldn't wait to meet Dolphin Key's other incredible marine life.
Atlantis has over 165 full-time marine life specialists taking care of rescued marine life every day of the year. And today we're at Dolphin Key, and we're going to check out the sea lions. Are you ready to make this happen?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Before participating in the Sun Up with Sea Lions experience, we met up with Dolphin Key's marine mammal specialist, John Madigan, for a special behind-the-scenes tour.
All right, welcome guys. I want to show you real quick our veterinary care center, our laboratory right here. Last year alone, we brought in over 50 animals to our animal care and rescue center, and we were able to rehabilitate them, and we had almost a 90% success rate with all of our rehabilitation and re-releases.
I love that. That's a great thing that you guys are doing. And we're going to meet one of those animals, right, that were rescued?
We are going to meet one of the animals. Yes, her name is Sunshine. She is very much one of the rock stars of our population here. She's one of the animals that loves the camera and loves the attention and loves hanging out with people.
All right, should we go meet her then?
Let's go meet her.
All right, let's go.
After our tour of the lab, we couldn't wait to meet the guest of honor.
All right, guys, so let me introduce you here to Sunshine. She is a 17-year-old California sea lion. Remember, one thing we like to utilize a lot here is a lot of petting. So anytime she comes to you, she loves the petting, she loves the attention. We do utilize that as a form of reinforcer. So if she comes up to you and she thinks that that she's doing something wrong, all right, we would actually not show her that petting. So we always want to give her that attention. We want to let her know that she's doing really good. Right, Sweepy? Yeah. You guys are going to help me with a physical exam to make sure that she's in good health. This is something that we take place every day with all of our animals to make sure that they're in not only good health, but they are in a good humor and ready to have some fun throughout the day. Super cute. Let's go, Sunny.
She's working on it.
Good girl. Such graceful. So when I say every day we check our animals out, we do literally check them out top to bottom to make sure they're in good health. You're going to help me start off. And the first thing we're going to check, we're going to do it one by one. Sunshine, target. Is we are going to check her mouth to make sure that she doesn't have any mouth issues. So what I would like you to do is take your finger and just drag it along her mouth right there. Check out her teeth. Go ahead. Go ahead, touch them. You'll see they're very black. Don't be shy. You can touch all of them. All right, you'll see they're very black. It's completely natural for their teeth to be black. All right, they do not have the enamel like we have in our teeth.
Yeah.
So we like to say the blacker the teeth are, the more healthy they are. So as you can see, she's got very healthy teeth. Open.
Yes, for sure.
What's the difference between a seal and a sea lion?
Seals and sea lions are very commonly confused. All right, the easiest way to tell a seal and a sea lion apart is first, you gotta look for their cute little ears. All right, sea lions have cute little ears, which you'll notice right here on top. All right, is their external ear flaps. We're talking about these cute little ear flaps you see right here. If you were to see a seal, all right, they would not have those cute little ear flaps, do they? No. Do they have them? No, they don't have them. No, they don't. Only sea lions do, right? Yeah. All right, another way to tell them is how they walk. Check it out. When sea lions walk around, they walk around on all four flippers. Good girl. All right, these guys have functional hip bones, which allows them to walk on all four flippers. Seals cannot do that. Seals have a fused hip bone. All right, so if you were to ever see a seal on land, you'd see them down on their bellies. And when seals walk, they're sliding. Yeah, just like you see right there. Come on, guys. Give her a round of applause for her seal impersonation. Yeah. Good girl. Go ahead, cool yourself off. It's like going for a quick dip.
Thank you so much for having us. This was awesome. What an amazing experience.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you guys be able to come out and meet Sunshine, and thank you guys for helping us fund our Blue Project. That's her form of saying thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Sunshine definitely made her way into our hearts. One of the other unique marine life experiences is Twilight Snorkeling at the ruins. This guided tour takes guests into the habitat of tropical fish, sharks, and even a giant manta ray. While Keelan decided to sit this activity out, Shay and I couldn't wait to get up close and personal with these beautiful creatures.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, I'm Lorianne. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. This is Shay.
Hi, Shay. Are you excited to do snorkel?
Yeah, Twilight snorkeling. So
Yes.
Like something I've never done before ever.
So our water comes directly from the ocean. The water turns over every 90 minutes. So every 90 minutes, we have fresh batch of salt water flowing in and out. Inside here, we have 14 to 17,000 local and exotic fish inside there. Yes, and they're gonna be right on the side of you guys.
Oh, this is so exciting.
Yeah, we're gonna make this happen.
Right,
you
let's
guys,
do
we're
it.
gonna get all suited up. Let's go, ladies.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Once we donned our protective wetsuits and fins, we were ready to get into the water. There's no limit to the marine life you can see while snorkeling. Tropical fish, sharks, and stingrays abound in this safe, enclosed area. Among the most majestic of the marine life is Coco, the manta ray. Manta rays like Coco can reach up to 7 meters in width and feed primarily on plankton. While these gentle giants may look intimidating, they are harmless to humans, using the large pointed extensions of their fins to help funnel plankton into their mouth. The Twilight snorkeling experience should be booked in advance and is recommended for those ages 10 and up. With the stunning sea life surrounding you and the glow of the underwater lights leading the way, Twilight snorkeling is a great way to experience the beauty of the ocean. It was also an unforgettable way for us to end our trip to the Bahamas.
If you get a chance to do something fun and adventurous and take a chance, do it, because it's worth it. It's awesome. That's what life's about. All right, I gotta go see some more manta rays. Bye-bye.
As much as we hate to leave the Bahamas, it's time for the girls and I to say goodbye. We did our part by releasing Maui hawk into the wild and helping repopulate coral. We danced the night away with a celebration of Bahmian culture, enjoyed some delicious fresh lionfish, learned all about the marine life at Dolphin Key, and brightened up our day with a little sunshine, and even swam with a giant manta ray. With all these incredible experiences, our vacation to the Bahamas was definitely one to remember. Thanks for watching Family Travel. I'm Colleen Kelly. Enjoy making memories on your next family vacation.
That came from Gulf Port, Mississippi. She was at the facility. Whoa, man down. You okay?
Okay.
You want to start that over?
Yeah. Wow. That's cool. What do you think?
It's kind of scary.
I think you should take a picture of that.
It's really scary.
Funding provided by
Ted Tetzloff, attorneys for your personal and business needs.
For more information on upcoming destinations and projects, visit familytravelck.com. Follow us on Twitter. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and check us out on Snapchat. We'd love to hear from you.